Hey, happy Mother's Day to every beautiful woman and every beautiful mothers out there. Hi, my name is Liyana and today I'm going to share with you the one significant learning for today. And it derives from the realization that actually I garner for today, and that is, as a mother, or if you were to even look at your mother, you can see that she is the most selfless human being who have the most unconditional pure love that has been even given to you ever since the day you were born. So that's the significant learning that I can share with you today. But to top it off, it is something that I would like to share, especially for all single mothers out there. I'm bringing you back to when I actually myself got into motherhood 15 years ago. But my biggest challenge and the biggest test on my motherhood happens to be 8 years ago. 8 years ago, when I was actually homeless, going through a painful divorce, and there's a lot of things going on. And back then, I was really depressed. I'm usually sad, I'm usually down, but I still keep on going for the sake of my children. Although maintenance are not in, I barely have any support from my ex-husband back then. Alhamdulillah, looking back at it now, Shukr Alhamdulillah, things happen for a reason, right? So back then, in 8 years ago up till today, I always criticize myself. I always look down upon myself. I always tell myself that I am a crappy, bad mother. That was when I was going through divorce and I do not have a stable job. Doing entrepreneurship is one way that I could think of garnering or actually bringing in the income and putting food on the table for my children. Previously, I used to take them on holidays. Back then, when I was going through my divorce, I always put them just in front of the TV and they just watch cartoons like hours and hours to hours. And look what I did. I usually go in the room and just cry by myself while they are watching TV. And then when they sleep, that is when I try to prepare breakfast for them for the next day. But all the simple stuff and something that is not elaborate at all. So at that point of time, I criticize myself much more, and I always think that I am a bad mother back then. However, somewhere in 2015, that is where things took for a turn, when I decided that enough is enough and I went out to sought help. So that was when I got to know someone from Beyond Family Service Center. One of these social workers was whom I got attached to, and I actually spoke to her all my self-criticism. I keep on telling her, about putting the kids watching the TV and then not cooking for the children nutritious food, which I usually did, but no longer when I am cash strapped and all that. And the only thinking that I had in mind when I shared all of that to the social worker was that I am a very bad, crappy mother. Then, although I have all those negative thoughts in me, I'm so depressed, I'm so down, that particular social worker told me this: "Wow, Liyana, you are an amazing mother. You are. You also are an amazing mother." So the takeaway and the significant learning that I can give you from this particular story that I have to share is that whenever you are feeling all those negativity inside you and thinking that you are a bad mother, bad crappy mother and all that, take this in mind, that whatever that you are doing is with the best of in that circumstances that you are in at a particular moment. Do for yourself the favor that the social worker did for me when I was down at the rock bottom of my life, when I was really low. I keep on self-criticizing myself, and the social worker turned every single sharing that I shared with her into something positive. Like for example, when I place my children in front of the TV to watch cartoons, hours and hours, when I was crying, and at a particular time I was crying in the room, she mentioned to me this: you are very selfless, and you put your children to just watch the cartoons and let them be entertained and enjoy themselves while you cry alone in the room. Although you do not have much, you make sure that every single day you cook and put food on the table for your children, irregardless whether you have money or not. So that's the main takeaway. If by happens in any point of your life you think that you are a crappy, bad mother, just bear this in mind. Tell all of that negative thoughts to just shut up, and do know that you are an amazing mother, and all that you do are selfless and a devotion and out of pure love for your children. So that's it. The significant learning that I can share with you today. So do yourself that favor. Every time when you had that negative thoughts in your head, do yourself a favor by doing what that social worker did for me, and that is to turn every single of that negative thoughts into something positive, because you are amazing. Happy Mother's Day to all. I hope the learning for today does help. If it does and you can resonate, especially if you are a single mother out there, trust me, I've been there, I've walked through the journey, and I feel how you feel. But one thing that I can promise you that is that it will get better in time. I promise you. Shukr, alhamdulillah, I'm really blessed and really thankful for what I had got to go through and the strength that I'm blessed with. So that it is. Happy Mother's Day to all. I hope the significant learning do resonate and touch your heart. If it does, please do give me a thumbs up or the hearts, and I hope to see you in the next video tomorrow. Liyana signing off. Bye. Good night.